make a quick video for you guys on how to make steps. A bunch of you guys been asking, so I'm just gonna give you guys a couple tips, I guess you could say, or tricks. Or I'm out here in Carlsbad, New Mexico. I'm on a 2019 new gen Cat 336. I got a 42-inch bucket with a butter bar. It's required out here. All these lines that we're digging up and whatnot. So right here below me, there's a 6-inch steel and a cable, a copper cable right above it that we got to be careful of. We've been potholing it the whole time. But basically, I'm just getting it sloped out a little bit. The materials, it's got like a shelf of hard rock, and then down here on the bottom is, I mean, it's rock, but it's not too hard. It's like you can break it up. So the trick to the steps is you really got to know your material for one. Obviously, this isn't the best kind of material to use for this little video I'm doing for you guys, but we'll try anyways to make it look all right. Always keep my spoil pile at least 2 feet away, but I try to go 3 foot. A lot of these inspectors and bosses, they like it when you, you know, take pride in your work and do a little extra step and don't do the bare minimum. So I'm just cleaning my sides up a little bit right now, and we'll start doing the steps. So basically, like, when you do the steps, this is a line that I dug out earlier. So I'm on a plug right now that I'm going to plug out on. But when you do the steps, obviously the key to it is you need to have your machine very stable. You don't want to be rocking back and forth, and even a little bit of rocking back and forth will make it very difficult. So I always swipe in front of me like this. That way when I walk on top of it. So basically you start, you got to really be on top of it yourself. So see how the stick, a lot of guys try to do steps reaching way out here, and it just doesn't work. I mean, I guess you make it work, but you're gonna spend a lot of time doing it. So the fastest way to do it is you want your stick almost vertical. But so I'm just gonna start out right here and I'll show you guys. So obviously starting out is gonna be the hardest part, but I always go over my steps a couple times because that's how you get them real smooth. You can see right here, as you go over more and more, the smoother it is. So I like to do my steps a little bit long. That way I can go back if I need to, and I will. And you can chop a little bit off of them and shorten the steps up, depending on where you need your bell hole to actually land, like where you want your joint of pipe to land. So as you can see, I got, you know, run a pipe right there. So we're gonna add a joint on there, and we'll drop it down in the hole so the bell hole lines up. So doing your steps, do it a couple times, and then you have to drag your sides down with you as you go. So you want to always do a couple steps, drag your sides down, because if you don't drag your sides down as you go, you'll have to drag your sides down eventually, and all the dirt's going to go on your steps, and you're going to have to redo your steps again. So I don't know if you can see my stick right now, but it's almost vertical. And it makes it easy because you just boom, you just pull in, straight down, pull in, straight down, pull in, pull your side in. You don't really worry too much about this part because I already sloped it. So you want to make sure this part's already completed. You don't got to mess with it. Back up a little bit. Pull your sides in, pull your sides in. Just keep working like that, and you can actually do them really fast. So my stick's almost vertical. Straight down, pull in. see how the more you pull it in, the better your step right here, the smoother it gets. And you really got to know your machine and your material, because you got to know how much pressure to apply onto the bucket, onto the dirt, because if you apply too much pressure, you'll break that whole step off, and then it's either gonna look like garbage, or you got to go all the way back to the top and restart all your steps again. So I'm gonna back up a little bit. Boom, straight down, back. Boom, straight down, back. Super simple, but these guys, some of you guys make it so stinking hard on yourselves. I'm telling you, you want your machine to be on top, almost on. It's gonna feel like you're on top of your bucket when you're making these steps. You're gonna feel real tight. You're gonna feel like you're just working real enclosed, I guess you could say. But that's just the way you got to do it, because you try to make steps with your bucket way out here. You're trying to pull your stick in and boom up at the same time and do your bucket. You just can't make a clean step that way. And this material sucks, but you can see that the steps still look decent. So when you get in some real good material, like out on East Texas or somewhere where there's a lot better material, I mean, you can really make the steps look really, really nice. So that's just how I do it, and you just keep tracking back as you go. Make sure you pull your sides down. You can see as I'm going, I'm just pulling my sides down. Super simple. Looks professional. Very clean. The welders love it. The inspectors love it. The boss love it. I mean, you don't have to use ladders. People aren't slipping on ramps. I mean, I hate to tell you guys this, but ramps is just old school way. I mean, it almost is like the lazy way. These guys love the steps, and I like to keep my guys safe. I don't want guys twisting their ankle and falling down and all that jazz. So just make some steps for you guys and take pride in your work. And if you guys need any more pointers or whatnot, I mean, you can hit me up. And I usually have really good music playing while I'm digging, but my phone right now is on record, so I can't play music. So as you can see, there's some steps. I'll clean them up a little bit more as we get going. You kind of see them a little better right there. Come back forward. I'll start a little bit back. So I'm starting a little bit too far out, but it's all right because this is just the top. So I usually just take my time and get the loose stuff off on the top. And once you get about 2-3 steps down, you get that back on top of yourself feeling where your stick is almost vertical and everything's real tight. See how I'm doing this here. This is real. So on this side of the ditch, the material is a little softer because I'm digging on top of a 6-inch steel, and then 10 foot away from there we got a 12-inch steel, and then another 10 foot away from there we got 20-inch steel. So all the material on this side is really, really soft. So you kind of see how I'm just go down a little bit and pull in. Try to keep your stick vertical. Make sure your machine's nice and steady. Pull your sides down as you go, and a little bit of rock here, but that's all right because you just chip away at it a little bit like that. You can actually make rock steps look really nice if you take the time. That step's about done, so I'll pull my side down, then I'll clean my bottom out. That way place to fall to, because if you don't clean the bottom out, obviously your dirt's just gonna have nowhere to go and you're gonna make it really hard on yourself.